Well, good morning, class. And yes, I set my watch to the alarm. So it's 9:46 a.m. It's set to go off at 11 because I'll do a little bit of talking. But promise you, promise you. So I completed my Yoga for Warriors PTSD. It was incredible. It was everything I thought it was going to be and more. I learned a lot. Um, I'm going to bring it to you with each practice. And I think that, it's going to help us. The moves are similar to what we know. We tend to hold them a little more, concentrate more on the breathing. So we're going to do all warrior poses um, today. And I hope you like the class. I know you will. Um, I want to thank everybody again for hanging in there with me and um, joining us. We talked about taking a class outside. Of course, we can't hear it in sight because we're on a hill and we'd all roll off. So if anybody has any ideas where we could go, either a park that's accessible to ride, and if, of course, weather permitting. So say we listen to the weather and on a Tuesday at 10, we'll have it at 10:30 and we'll meet at the park and we can do yoga outside. If you are not for that, but I want your feedback. So if you can, before you watch the video, if you can send me an email or a text or call me and say, I got this great little park near my house. I'll bring not your yoga mats, but the ones we first got. I can bring them. So we'll have those, the old ones. I don't want to bring the new ones. So we'll bring all those and then you can take them home. So we talked about that. So instead of waiting until everybody can be in the room, because we don't know when that's going to be. So I think if everybody can come up with an idea, no, it's not going to work, let's keep doing this virtual. Just let me know. I want your feedback. And, or we could do it earlier in the morning when it's not going to be hot, because we don't want the sun beating down on us. So even if you're up for 9 o'clock in the morning, meeting at a park, it's totally up to you. I'm totally flexible. Just tell me if you want to do it or you don't want to do it. But it has to be on a Tuesday. No, it doesn't really have to be because we can do it on the Wednesday outside, but then that's too confusing. So never mind. It'll be on a Tuesday. So if it's raining on a Tuesday, it's going to be virtual. So please give me your feedback. I would love to do it outside. Doing yoga outside is beautiful. It really brings you in and it makes you really concentrate because all the noise around you, you learn how to tune it out. If you can do yoga in Times Square with all the cars going by and the beeping and you can concentrate, then you can do it. And it's great. It's awesome. So with that said, let's thank everybody. We're still, in phase 2. Hopefully phase 3 is coming. But I truly want to thank you. And I talked to the class when I took it, of course it was on Zoom. And I told them about how inspiring this class is to me, for me. And we talked a lot about not names or anything, but personally how you inspired me how to teach Yoga to the Blind. They had a lot of questions, which was great for them because, they have some older people in class that have trouble with their eyes, not so much like a condition, but and it's hard for them to see. They got to sit close. And I said, but your cues are the main thing. So I know mine are not right and left always, right? But you kind of know what I'm doing. But thank you again for inviting me into your house. And when this is all over, believe me, we're going to have a yoga. And it's going to be the first day that we're all back. We're going to have food. I didn't run this by Chris yet, but we're going to have food, and we're just going to sit around and talk, and we're just going to have a time to meditate and just soak in the months that we've been through, and then go back to eating again. So that's my plan. Okay, with that said, we're going to get started. If you need the chair, keep the chair near you. So if you're in the chair or on the mat, have your back nice and straight. And your palms can be down or your palms can be up. And just normal breathing. Clear your mind. Get rid of all that clutter. And as you're sitting, just try to think about your poses and think about your breathing. And think about it's not important to get in the pose, it's how you feel getting into it and coming out of it. In yoga, there is no judgment. Your mat or your chair is your domain. You make it whatever you want. If it doesn't feel good in downward dog, don't do it. Go into child. No one's going to judge you. Not even the instructor. But when you come back, if you need help in a pose, I'd be more than happy to help you. And when I say go at your own pace, because my pace might be different than yours. Like we're in cat and cow, and we're going to do that. I'll say go at your own pace. Don't zip through it, because that's not what yoga is about. It's about breathing into the pose, breathing out of the pose. Not a race. So bring your palms together to your heart center and inhale your head up and exhale your head down. And just think about the day and the week and the weekend ahead. And never, ever, ever forget. You may have a roof over your head and clothing on your back and food on your table. That doesn't make you a better person than the person that doesn't have it. And inhale your head up. And we're going to start on all fours. So if you're in the chair, you know how to stand. Put your palms on the seat of the chair. And we always start in warm up. So we're going to do cat and cow. And I told the class, I said, my class cracks up because the names of the poses, it's like, yes, we don't make this up. So angry cat is arching your back up to the ceiling and then dropping your belly to cow and lifting your head and then come back to neutral spine. And always check in with your arms, your shoulders over your wrists. So feel your shoulders, feel down to your wrist. Feel your hips and run them down to your knees. Everything should be in alignment. Your fingers should be spread on the mat. Your knees apart a little bit and your hands apart a little bit. Not close, not far. Whatever comfortable for you. And then angry cat. Inhale. And exhale to cow. Drop your belly, lift your head. And do a few at your own pace. If you want to stay in cat, that feels good, stay there. Or neutral spine, stay there. Or cow. Breathing in. And exhaling out. Always inhale through your nose. And always exhale through your nose. If that's not comfortable, exhale through your mouth. And let's do 2 more at your pace and then come back to neutral spine. Okay, so now I'm back in neutral spine. So we're going to do spinal balance. That means one arm is forward and the opposite leg is back. So right arm, extend it near your ear. Left leg, extend it back so the top of your foot is on the mat. And stay right here. Or lift the left leg up and back. And then lower the right palm, left knee. Take a breath. And on the left arm near your ear, right leg extended back. And lift that right leg up and back if you can. And then left palm down, right knee down. Breathe. And then again, right arm near your ear, left arm leg extended back and lift it up. And this time, right arm out to the side and left leg out to the side. Hold it so you're balancing on your left hand and your right knee. Come forward, right palm down, left knee down. Like I said, at any time you can go into child. And then left arm near your ear, right leg extended back. Lift that left leg up. And left arm out to the left, right leg out to the right. Balance and come forward and place the right left palm down, right knee down. Breathe. And one more variation. So right arm near your ear, left leg out and back. Excuse me. Lift the left leg up, bend that left knee, bring your right arm in back and hold your left foot with your right hand. Lift up your head, open your chest, breathe and balance, and then right arm out, left leg back, right palm down, left down. And to the left, left arm near your ear, right leg back. Lift the right leg, bend your right knee, grab onto your right foot with your left hand, head up, balance, focus, breathe. And then left arm down and right knee down. And sit your hips back to your heels and come to child. And walk your hands over to the right. And then center. And then walk your hand over to the left. And then come to center. And then come up onto fours. And we're going to thread the needle. So lift the left palm up, it's on the mat. Slide it under the right arm, so feel your right arm and your left arm is underneath it, through it. So that's the needle, yeah. Yep, thread the needle. And lift the right arm up and circle, small circles. Just moving those shoulders. And then reverse. And then right palm to the mat. Withdraw the left. And take a breath. Now turn the right palm up. Slide it under the left arm. So you're resting on the right side of your face and your shoulder. And lift the left arm up and circle. And reverse. And then left palm down, withdraw the right, and come back to table. Notice I'm in a different spot every week. I mean, there's not much to look at in this room, everybody knows. Unless I put a big picture of myself up there, but you already see me. I know, teaching in this room by myself, I miss you all. So sit your hips back to your heels. If you're in the chair, you can sit in the chair. If this is uncomfortable, come to one side or the other. This is called hero. So your back is nice and straight, your head is straight. And we're going to bring our palms together to our heart center, which means our chest. We're going to turn to the right, and it's left elbow on right knee. Hero sideward prayer. That's all it is. I know we did a lot of twisting last week. We're not going to do that this week. But I thought I'd throw this in there. And then come up. And then turn to the left. Now it's right elbow on left knee. Gaze up. Head up. And then come to center. Place your palms on the top of your thighs. And then come up onto your knees. So if you're in the chair, swing your legs over so your back is not to the chair, to the back of the chair, because we're going to come into camel. So your knees are a little bit apart, not a lot. You're going to bring the palms to the back of your waist, fingers pointing down. You're going to inhale, and you're going to push your hips forward, your thighs forward, and come into a back bend. And then slowly come up. Squeeze those elbows in. And then inhale, push your hips forward, thighs forward, come into camel. And then come up slowly. And then one more time, push your hips forward, thighs forward. And if you choose, place your right hand on your right heel and your left, pushing your hips and thighs forward. Come into your camel. And then slowly come up. Sit your hips back to your heels and your back into hero. We're going to come into table. And we're going to start our warriors. Maybe if I place my mat this way, it'll be better. Yeah. I'm just talking to myself as usual because there's nobody else in here. Okay. So in warrior, you're in table. Let's do one cat and cow. And then come back to neutral spine. So place the right foot forward. And then bring your hands to your knees. Curl your left toes under and push up and place that left sole on the mat or the floor. So when you're on the mat, so you know you're on a good angle, your feet should be, your right foot should be at the edge and your left ankle should be at the edge, so you know. Put your hands on your hips and turn your hips to the front. Then dig into that knee, bend into that right knee. And extend your arms straight up to warrior one. And then keeping your feet where they are, turn your body to the front and drop your hands down. So it's right arm forward, left arm back, turn your head to the right to warrior two. This is one of my favorite poses. Back nice and straight. Grab onto those lovely handlebars. You know it's coming. Kick that left leg forward. Hinge forward. And lift the left leg up and back into Warrior Three. And gently place that left leg back so the sole is on the mat. Keeping that knee bent, clasp your hands in back. Inhale and exhale your head down near your right knee to Humble Hero or Warrior. And extend your arms up and back if you choose to. And then slowly come up. And then left foot meets the right, palms forward. And then it's left foot forward, right leg back. So first, get into position. Then turn your hips to the front. Bend into that left knee. And extend your arms up to the ceiling to Warrior One, or you can have them out to the side. Whatever comfortable for you. And then turn your body to the front. And then drop your arms to a T. So it's left arm forward, right arm back. Keeping that nice bend in that left knee in Warrior Two. And then hold on to the nice handlebars. Kicking that foot forward, the right foot. Stay right here on your right toes. Or hinge at your hips and bring that right leg up and back to Warrior Three. And then gently place that leg back. So the right sole is on the mat. Clasp your hands in back. And inhale and exhale. Try to get your head near your left knee. And stay right here. Or extend your arms out and back to Humble Warrior. And then lower your arms, slowly come up, and right foot meets the left, palms forward. Have a drink, water or juice, and breathe. If you're sighted, your eyes can be closed or soften the gaze. My throat. I don't know if you can hear it gurgling. I could hear it in the video last week. How's everybody doing? Awesome. So we're going to step the right foot forward and the left back. Bend into that right knee. And extend your arms out to the side like a T for Waiting Warrior. And in this series, we're going to just hold it a little longer, not a lot. So your palms can be down or up. Your thumb pad and your index pad can meet. Or if your arms get tired, just place them on your right thigh. Whatever comfortable for you. But what's important is that you're breathing. Just normal. Breathe in and out. Shaking? Yes. I'm counting to myself. I'm counting to 10. Well, I'm talking and counting. Okay, place your arms down. Now in Twisted Warrior, it's a little tricky. So you can stay on that left heel or curl your left toes and come up onto your toes on your left foot. Arms out to a T again and turn to the right. So it's left arm forward, right arm back. If at any time you need to put that heel down, go right ahead. Because I can't see you, and it doesn't matter if I could see you. Breathe. Focus. Shake. That's okay. And then come back to Waiting Warrior. Flatten that foot. And then come up onto your toes, your left toes. Turn to the right to Twisted. You know, like Twisted Sister, the group. This is Twisted Warrior. You can turn your head if you choose to. And then flatten that foot. And then left foot meets the right. Palms forward. And to the left, so it's left foot forward, right foot back. Turn your hips to the front. Arms out to a T or extended out to the side to Waiting Warrior. As I said, palms can be up or down, doesn't matter. Or they can be on your thigh. And then come up onto the right toes. Turn to the left to Twisted Warrior. This is when I wish I had music. So you're not concentrating so much on when are we going to get out of the pose. You can get out at any time. And then turn back. And then right foot meets the left. Breathe. And then one more time. Left foot forward, right back. Dig into that knee, square those hips to the front. Arms out to a T. To Waiting Warrior. Whatever you're waiting for. Me to stop? Yes. I'm sure. and then come up onto your right toes, if it's comfortable, and then turn to the left to Twisted Warrior. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then place your palms to your thighs. Right foot meets the left, palms forward. And right foot forward, left foot back. You're like more warriors? Yep. Bend into that right knee. Square your hips to the front. Left palm on the back of your left knee or thigh. Inhale the right arm up to the ceiling. Push that right knee forward and come into a back bend into Reverse Warrior. And then slowly come up. Left meets the right, palms forward. And you can always come back to palms forward. Get out of the pose. It doesn't matter. This is your yoga. And then it's left foot forward, right back. Bend into that left knee. Right palm on the back of your right thigh. Inhale your left arm near your ear. Push that left knee forward and come into a back bend, into Reverse Warrior. And then slowly come up. Right meets the left, palms forward. Now we're going to do a couple of warriors, but we're going to transition into another pose. You're probably saying, what is she talking about now? Just go with me, okay? Just go with me. Hang in there. So it's right foot forward, left foot back. This time, we're going to dig into that right knee. We're going to square our hips to the long edge of the mat. Well, I'm sorry. Square them to forward. And inhale your arms out. So it's right arm forward, left arm back. So we're in Warrior Two again. So the transition is from Warrior Two to Triangle. See, it wasn't that bad, right? Okay. Here comes Helen. Lost again. And then straighten that right knee. Hinge to the right. Hinge forward. And it's right palm down, left arm up. Turn your head up if you can into Triangle. And then bend that right knee, slowly come up, and left meets the right. And now it's left foot forward, right back. Turn your hips not to the front, but to the side. Bend into that left knee, extend your arms out. So it's left arm forward, right arm back, into warrior two. Turn your head to the left. And then keeping your feet where they are, straighten that left knee, hinge forward, and it's left arm down, right arm up. You can turn your head up or not into triangle. And then come up slowly. Right meets the left, palms forward. Oh, that was my knees. I know you can hear everything in this room because it's so quiet. And it's right foot forward, left back. Take a breath. And then turn your hips and prepare for warrior two. So extend your arms out. So now this time it's your right arm forward and your left arm is back. Nice strong warrior two. And then straighten that right knee. Hinge to the right. And it's right palm down, left arm up. Into triangle. And then always bend that knee. And then come up. Left foot meets the right and palms forward. Now when you're doing warriors, if your knee bothers you, don't bend into it so much. And one more series of warriors. So it's right forward, no, two more, I lied. Okay, two more. Right foot forward, left back. Square your hips to the front. Bend into that right knee and come into warrior one. So your arms and ears straight up. Hinge forward a little bit and place that right forearm on the right knee. And extend that left arm overhead. Palm up or down, it doesn't matter, on the left. You should feel a nice stretch in your left side. And then slowly come up. And right meets the left or left meets the right, whatever. And then it's left foot forward, right back. Turn your hips to the front and inhale your arms up near your ears to warrior one. Nice strong warriors. Your arms are nice and strong. Straight up. If this is uncomfortable, bend your elbows. This is called goal post. So picture a goal post. And then hinge forward a little bit and place that left forearm on the left knee. And then inhale your right arm up, overhead, palm up. And you can turn your head up or not to side angle stretch. You should feel a nice stretch in the right side this time. And then slowly come up. And right meets the left. A little crooked here. Palms forward. Shoulders down. And we're going to do 2 balance poses. So we're going to do standing pigeon and dancer. So we'll start with standing pigeon. You can hold on to the chair if you have a chair nearby. So squat down a little bit, and you're going to bring your right ankle to your left knee. Yep, you got it. And bring your palms to your heart center. Hinge forward a little bit. And then drop your palms to the mat or the floor. Hello, microphone. To 3-legged pigeon. And then right foot meets the left and slowly walk it up. And one side might be better than the other, or no side might be better. One day might be better than the other. It all depends. And what I have learned in all my practices and teaching and learning how to teach is it's okay to get out of the pose. It's okay if you can't get in the pose. If you have to go to child, everything is okay. It doesn't matter. So squat down a little bit, as long as you feel good. That's all that matters. So place your left ankle on your right knee. Focus. Breathe. And then place both palms to the mat. 2 one-legged pigeon. Love it. And then place that left foot down and slowly come up. So now for dancer, we usually do it on the wall. Sometimes if you want to hold on to the wall, go right ahead. Or the chair. But if you want, hold on to your right foot with your right hand. Get your balance and stay right there. Or hinge forward a little bit. Kick that leg up a little and left arm near left leg. No, left arm near left ear. And come up. So those I can see, I fell out of the pose, but I got back in it. And I fell out and I got back in. But you don't have to do that. Don't get frustrated. If you fall out of the pose and you're too frustrated, stay out of it, because yoga is not supposed to be about frustration. We all know with our vision loss, we talk about it all the time, that our balance is so far off. I mean, I used to be able to balance so well, but I don't beat myself up anymore. I get in it, I get out of it, even as an instructor. It doesn't matter. It goes to show that I'm human too. I mean, just because I'm the instructor doesn't mean I can do all these poses great. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna fall out of them. I'll choose whether to get back in them like you're gonna choose. Enough lecturing, Doreen. So, on the opposite side, so shift your weight over to the right side and hold on to your left foot with your left hand. And stay right here. This might be your dancer. Or hinge forward and lift your right arm up near your ear and kick that left leg up and back. And breathe. And then come out of it, palms forward. And we're going to do a couple of sun salutations. So that's swan dive down to a forward bend, then a half lift, and then I'll walk you through it. So we're going to turn, you can either turn to your mat, I know I keep saying mat. Turn, or you can keep facing whatever you're facing, it doesn't matter. So we're going to inhale our arms up near our ears. We're going to exhale out to the side, hinging our bodies, hinging our hips, so our torso is parallel to the mat. Arms are still out to the side. This is half swan dive. Do a little micro bend on your knees so you're not locking them. And then come to a forward bend. Now, forward bend can be your hands on your knees, your shins, or the floor. Hello, microphone. And chest to thigh, forehead to knee. Yep. Feel good? And then reverse swan dive. Inhale your arms out to the side. Palms together overhead. Bring them down to your chest. To standing prayer. And then inhale your arms up again. Exhale your arms out to the side. Torso is parallel to the mat. half swan dive, and then come into a forward bend, and then slowly walk your hands up. And then inhale your arms up near your ears. Swan dive completely down to a forward bend. Whatever that is for you, knees bent, wherever your forward bend is. Place your hands on your shins and halfway lift. So your back should be nice and straight and your torso is parallel to the mat. That's halfway lift. And then come forward and then reverse swan dive, slowly back up, arms up near your ears, into mountain. So your arms are near your ears, they're straight up. Your feet are planted firmly on the floor. This is a very powerful pose. If your arms get tired, put them down by your side. And then palms out and swan dive down to a forward bend. Oh God, you gotta love me, people. I know you do. I feel the love. And then place your palms to your shins. Lift your head up to halfway lift. And then forward bend. And reverse swan dive up. Arms near your ears. And then slowly float them down by your side. Palms forward. And take a breath. And then again, arms up near your ears into mountain. Palms out. Swan dive down to a forward bend. Place your palms to the mat. And it's right foot back, left foot back, into downward dog. So we all know in downward dog, our hips are high, our heels are high. Push your hips back, your head's between your arms. And if it's comfortable and in your practice today, have your heels to the mat. I know a lot of cracking. And when you're in downward dog, you can move your hips side to side. It's ever comfortable. If downward dog is not your comfort, don't do it. Come to your knees. And then push your body forward into plank. Now in plank, your back should be nice and straight like a board. And then back to downward dog. And then walk your hands to your feet. Come into a forward bend. And reverse swan dive up into mountain. Since that was so much fun, we're going to do it again. Come on, it wasn't that bad. I know you love me. So reverse swan dive down to a forward bend. Walk your hands forward. into downward dog. So your hips are high, your heels are high, your head's between your arms. And then if it's comfortable for you, lower your heels to the mat, push your hips back. And we're going to hold the downward dog for like 5 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. We're just going to hold it. And then push your body forward into plank. So you're on your toes. Your back is nice and straight. If this is uncomfortable, go on your knees. And we're going to hold it. And then come back to downward dog. And slowly walk your hands to your feet into a forward bend. And then slowly walk your hands up. Palms forward. Now extend your legs out so they're more than hip width distance apart. So feel your hips and feel your legs. Your toes should be pointed out a little bit, not too much. Whatever comfort is yours, that's how much you spread your legs. If you feel more comfortable with them spread or together, what do I say? It's your yoga. So we're going to do a swan dive this way, wide-legged. So inhale your arms up, knee, ears, swan dive down, place your palms to the mat. Now this time, turn your feet so your toes are pointing forward. You can spread your legs a little more if you choose to. And then walk your hands forward. We're coming into wide-legged downward dog. So push your hips back, your head's between your arms. We're in wide-legged downward dog. You should feel some stretching in your inner thighs. Yes, I feel it. And then walk your hands back. And leave your right palm to the mat. Turn to the left. And lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Or straight up. This is straddle twist, in case you want to know the names of it. And then it's left palm down, turn to the right, and right arm up, straight up. I said no twisting, but we got a little bit there. And then place that palm down. And then heel toe your feet together. And you're going to come into a squat. If this is uncomfortable, then just come to your bottom. So you're going to come to a squat. You're going to place your palms together. So your forearms are just resting on your knees. That's all it is for now. And then place your palms to the mat. Extend your feet out just a little bit. So now, get your elbows into your knees if you can. So you're really squatting down. Your palms are together. Your elbows are against your knees. And some yogis in India stay in this position for hours. Can you imagine? Nope, I cannot. The main thing is to try to keep your back straight. And breathe, of course. And then place your palms to the mat. And then lift your right heel up and your left, keeping your palms to the mat. Leaning forward a little bit. And then place them down. Place your palms together into your yogi squat. And then place your palms to your knees and slowly come up. Palms forward. Now we're going to extend our legs out again, toes pointing out. I think we remember sunflower and moonflower. Yes, I know, wacky names. So we're going to inhale our arms up near our ears. We're going to bend our knees, and our palms are going to be resting on our shoulders, palms forward, squatting down, back nice and straight. And then inhale up. And exhale, squat down, the back of your palms to your shoulders. And inhale up. And exhale down one more time and hold it. Yep, we're holding it. And for fun, lift the right heel and the left. And lower. And slowly come up, palms forward by your side. And for moonflower, you remember how you scoop down? So inhale your arms up, bend your knees and scoop down, and come up, and bend and scoop, and up. And one more time and hold it down. So the back of your hands are on the floor. And breathe. And then slowly come up. Arms near your ears. Extend your arms out to the side to a T. Extend your legs out a little bit. This is 5-pointed star. Your back is nice and straight. Your head is kissing the sky. And then palms by your side. And extend your legs out a little more. Point your toes forward. Hinge forward. Place your palms to the mat or the floor. Extend your legs out a little more if you'd like to. And either stay right here, come to child, whatever you want to do, or hold on to the outer right foot with your right hand, and same on the left. Inhale and exhale. Try to get the top of your head to the mat. Yep, that's what she said. Are you with me? And then place your palms to the mat or the floor. Bend your knees. Heel toe your feet together. And come into a forward bend. And then slowly walk it up. Palms forward. And then walk your palms down to the mat. Right foot back, left back into downward dog. And then come into plank. Now either come to your knees or hover your body down. So you're hovering over the mat, and then place your body to the mat. Wasn't that fun? Well, I hope so, because we're going to do it again. So tuck your toes under. Push up. Sit your hips back to your heels. And come up to downward dog. Hips high. Heels high. Head between your arms. Stay. No, that sounds like a dog. Breathe. That sounds better. And then push forward into plank and breathe. And then bring your elbows in and hover to the mat. Bring your body to the mat. And then lower your body to the mat. Release your toes. Elbows out. And place your forehead to your palms. Breathe in all the time. And turn your head to the left.
It is 11 o'clock a.m.
That's my warning.
11 o'clock a.m. It is 11 o'clock a.m.
Thank you, Angie, for that advice. See, I promised you people. And then turn your head to the right. I said it was a warning. We still got a few more minutes. I'm going to keep my promise. And then forehead to the mat or chin to the mat. Sometimes if you put your forehead to the mat, you feel like you can't breathe. So I always put my, well, I can't do anything because I got the mic there. But I always put my chin to the mat. So bring your hands halfway down between your chest and your waist. Relax your legs. Bring your elbows in, squeeze them in, and push up into Cobra. So your hands are planted on the mat, but your arms are extended up. And then bend the right knee and the left, and place your head back a little bit into King Cobra. I told you some people can actually touch their head and feet, not me. And then lower your legs, and then slowly lower down. And then place your palms, your head on your palms. And just breathe. Now place your palms the same way, only this time your fingers are pointing backwards. So have your fingers, if this is uncomfortable, have your fingers pointing forward. So bring them a little past your chest, fingers pointing towards your feet. That makes sense? Yes? Okay, thank you for the input. And we're going to lift just our legs up. And then lower. And then we're going to lift our torso and our head. And lower. Yes, by now you know the drill. Lift your legs and your torso, pushing down on your arms, on your palms. And then lower. Elbows out and rest on your forehead. And then push up and come to seated. We got to stretch out. We have to stretch out. I don't care what the clock says, we have to stretch out. So your legs are extended on the mat. Your feet are flexed. And you're going to walk your hands down your legs till you feel the stretch. And then to the top of your feet if you can. And chest to thigh and forehead to knee. Thank you. And then walk it up. And exhale. And then come to your backs. Yes, I'm sorry. We are doing the clock. Since you missed it so much, and since I was so overtime all this time I'm going to be on time. So we're going to end with the clock. I know you are so happy. I know you probably left me by now. You threw me off and paused me or stopped me. But for those that hung in there, always tuck your hands under your bottom, lift both legs up, and point your toes, and flex, and then point, flex, point, and flex, and then just come back to neutral. And here we go. To 1 o'clock, 2 and 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, tea time, 5, 6. We are hovering. Feels so good to hover. Just hover for a little bit. I'm feeling the love from all over. And 7, 8. I can stop using that voice now. 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 12. So we're not wigged out. We don't want to be wigged out. We got to counterclockwise. 11, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7. I know you want to skip over and go to 5, but we're going to hover. 6, hover. Sending good vibrations here. Yep. Feel it. 5, 4, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 12. Bend your knees to your chest. Place your hands under your knees and gently rock back and forth. One more stretch and we're done. Extend your arms out to the side and bring both knees over to the right and turn your head to the left. Still love me after the clock? Yep, I know you do. I know it. You were waiting for it. You missed it. Bring your knees to center and over to the left and turn your head to the right. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. And then come to center and then place your soles to the mat, arms by your side, and extend your legs and get ready for Shavasana, final resting pose. Now that can be in the chair, on the floor, on the bed, on the couch, doesn't matter. What does matter is that you need to soften everything. Palms can be up or down. Toes can drift off to the side. So relax the bottom of your feet and the top of your feet. Relax your calves and your shins. Relax your knees. Soften the muscles in your inner thighs and your outer thighs. Release the tension in your hips and your pelvis. Soften the muscles in your belly. Release the tension in your shoulders, your arms, and your fingers. Relax the tension in your neck, your throat, and soften the muscles in your face. And just melt into whatever you're in. And bring your palms together to your heart center. Bow your head a little bit. And I say namaste. The light in me may shine in you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me in another week of yoga. And remember, try to keep in mind a park or somewhere where we can do yoga outside. Shoot me an email or a text or call me, and we'll go from there. And if it works, we can do it, of course, weather permitting. But I think it'll be great. I'll try to think of some places that are local to everybody and, of course, on the ride bus line. But I think it'd be great outside for all of us to get together. We'll stay 6 feet apart. And I think it'll be awesome instead of me being in here all alone. But whatever you agree to, I'm going with it. But have a great week, everybody, and thank you. Namaste.